Um, Hello, thank you for taking your time with us. Can you give us a very brief introduction about who you are and what you do?
Certainly. I'm Richard Davidson. I'm the founder and director of the Center for Healthy Minds at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. I'm a psychologist and neuroscientist by training. The center was started in 2010, and His Holiness the Dalai Lama came to Madison to inaugurate the center with us.
Can you tell us a little bit about how the field of modern science has been impacted as a result of His Holiness the Dalai Lama's initiative to bring together both modern science and contemplative Tibetan Buddhist studies?
The field of modern science, and particularly neuroscience and psychology, has been deeply influenced by His Holiness's teachings and his writings. His Holiness has emphasized the importance of wisdom and compassion. His Holiness has talked about our common humanity. His Holiness has also talked about secular ethics and universal values. All of these are now topics that have become mainstream in the research agenda in modern psychology and neuroscience. And this began with the dialogues that we first held with His Holiness beginning in 1990 and continuing really to the present. His Holiness has been such a great influence and inspiration to bring these great traditions together and to emphasize the, the basic goodness of human nature and how we can nurture these qualities.
If you're able to or willing to, can you give us a brief background? Can you give us a brief background on one of your first meetings with His Holiness? It could be like a memorable moment or interaction or anything.
I first met His Holiness the Dalai Lama in 1992, and I've had the honor of seeing him every single year except during COVID, at least once and often more than once. And it has been a very deeply meaningful relationship in my personal and professional life. His Holiness has inspired the work that we're doing. His Holiness has encouraged us to be more forthright in our approach to this work, to emphasize the importance of compassion. And it was really in 1992 that I first made a commitment to His Holiness that I was going to do everything I could as a scientist to put compassion on the scientific map. And I think that today we see the fruits of that. There are now literally thousands of research studies that have focused on compassion, and this has been such an important shift.
Uh, Going over, you kind of mentioned it briefly about encouraging compassion. His Holiness specifically doing that. Do you have any favorites or memorable quotes or messages from His Holiness that really resonated with you?
Yeah, there are many things that His Holiness has said that resonate with me. One is his emphasis on common humanity, the things that unify people rather than divide people. His Holiness often says that there's much more similar about people than there are differences between people. And this is something that we really need to pay attention to, especially today. Another important message of His Holiness that is also of particular relevance today is to never give up. That we all have the capability of change, of transformation. We all have the capability to nourish the innate goodness within us. And it's important that we never give up on this mission.
Yeah, that's something I definitely agree with around this time of year. Um, that's pretty much all of like the main questions I had. So one thing I want to thank you for taking your time with us. Um, if you're willing to, can you give a birthday wish for His Holiness?
Certainly. Your Holiness, it has been an honor and a privilege to know you for more than 40 years. I consider you to be one of my most important spiritual guides on this planet. You have inspired the work that we do at the Center for Healthy Minds, and you've inspired countless other scientists. Your Holiness, thank you for all that you've done, and may you continue to live long and to continue to teach. Thank you, Your Holiness.
And thank you for taking your time with us. Can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
So my name is Dr. Zorba Paster. I've known His Holiness for many, many years, since he first came to Madison, Wisconsin, back in the late 1970s. I'm a student of Geshe Sopala, who passed away a number of years ago. And I've been very involved with Tibetan Buddhism since around 1969. I'm also one of the physicians who cares for His Holiness. I work with Dr. Setonla, Seton Dorji, who lives in Dharamsala, who's the chief doctor for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. When His Holiness comes to the U.S. to have health care, I'm one of the people who contact people, doctors, who make sure that he gets all the proper care when he travels. I also go to Dharamsala at least once a year to work with Dr. Setonla, helping His Holiness, and also to work on other projects with Tibetan health.
How has present-day science been impacted by His Holiness's initiative to bring together both contemplative Tibetan Buddhist studies with science?
I think it really is sort of masterful. His Holiness started to work with Dr. Richard Davidson years ago to basically show how contemplative science, that His Holiness, of course, espouses, the contemplative science of Buddhism, really also is very scientifically sound. And I think that the recent emergence of mindfulness and the discussion of mindfulness by both Dr. Davidson and others, and its usefulness for people, especially to reduce suffering, has really been monumental and has been very important because His Holiness, as a leader in contemplative science, has really shown the way and has helped other people really reduce their suffering and help their mental health.
When did you first meet His Holiness?
Well, my wife and I first actually saw His Holiness when we were traveling in India in 1976. That is a long, long time ago. But it's when His Holiness first came to America in the late 70s that we met him, because he came to Madison many, many times. In 1981, His Holiness gave the Kali Chakra in Madison, the first time he gave it outside of India and outside of Tibet, of course. And he stayed with us for 2 weeks in our house. And at that time, it's not exactly that we sat around talking with His Holiness, because we had 3 children. We moved out of the house, but every day we came back to the house, made sure it was stocked with food and cleaned and things like that. And that really was the first time that we really got to know His Holiness to any depth. And of course, His Holiness the Dalai Lama is just, you're just anywhere near that aura, and it's so meaningful.
What is your favorite message from His Holiness?
I think my favorite message is when he talks about a selfish person, that even if you're the wise selfish person, you realize that when you help someone else, you're also helping yourself. That when you engage in acts of compassion for someone else, you get the benefit too. And to me, that time and time and again really signals what His Holiness talks about and what he stands for.
Once again, I'd like to thank you for taking your time with us. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Best gift for me on birthday, please keep your own mind, your own heart more compassionate.